They looking at this Mr. Strange, but that's why I got picked by the robe for that. F-150. Before I XLT, I was already on the road for that. Who riding with me? I scare you so bad, I make you rob you with me. Don't make us hurt you.
What's going on? We're here at King of the Dot. Head Ice versus Rone just happened. My initial thoughts. This is a special moment. Head Ice is now the chain holder. He's the first black chain holder throughout all the champion, but I'm not too crazy about the matchup. I felt Pat Stay versus Sharon was a better or heavier matchup. But one thing I do want to talk about is everyone saying he got robbed. Head Ice got robbed. I mean, if Rone would have won, they would have said Head Ice got robbed. So now that Rone lost, Head Ice got robbed. I mean, Rone got robbed.
Do you think so? You think the fans are riding more for Rone, typically a King of the Dot, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I disagree. I don't think he got robbed. I felt like they chose the judges. RB did the same thing. Y'all was there too. You guys were judges.
We were judges.
So they approved the judges. Head Ice and Rone approved the judges. Same way Averb and Jims approved the judges.
Do we know who the judges were?
Yes. Let's go through them right now. The judges, we got Ness,
Okay.
Roshan, Bonnie, Kid Twist, Quest, Cortez, and Marv. Rone approved these judges. Head Ice approved these judges. If you felt Cortez was too close to Head Ice, maybe you shouldn't have approved him. In the jury process, we know, hey, that guy is leaning too close to that side of the decision, or he may be biased. I would say, hey, I don't want Cortez. Cortez and Head Ice is cool. Maybe Bonnie, maybe she likes Head Ice. Who knows? Why would you approve that person? I'm gonna save this part for later on to this conversation, but Rone had some questionable stuff in the third. Knowing that, why would you approve certain judges if you had questionable material in the third? But how you feel?
just the third? He had questionable material in all 3 rounds, I think.
Rone?
Yeah. I don't know. I think my thoughts on the battle as a whole to start off, I feel like Rone was like uninspired throughout the whole battle. I feel like
not in the first.
Really?
Not in
it
the
seemed
first.
like he was going off, dude, with the multi-syllabic shit.
He couldn't even get the chain out of his shirt to start the battle.
All right, that's
nervous.
the initial, but as the battle.
I feel like he could have turned up more consistently. I think like he picked.
I felt that was more towards the second round. The third round he turned up. The first round he turned up. Let's be real.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that first round still.
Really?
He clearly, to me, he out-rapped Cadence Flow over Head Ice clearly.
And Ice material wasn't hitting really. It did not until like the second.
Oh yeah, Cadence. The
Cadence?
sound, yes. Over Head Ice.
This is my point.
Over Head Ice.
Because of I feel like the crowd has a lot to do with that. The King of the Dot crowd looks for more of that energetic flow, that multi.
Yeah, but Ice is at home
flow.
too. Kotd is Ice's home as well, right?
As much
I
as
agree.
it is Rone's?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
They love Ice.
Head Ice has been here multiple battles. This is why he's getting a title shot.
In Canada?
He's been there. Yes.
It don't matter.
Yes, he made it his home.
Boston, Canada, LA,
He made it his home.
everywhere.
But you battled there at least 5 times? He's been at least 5 times.
You hear Organic say Ice's name, everyone's like, Ice. Like, people fuck with Ice, dude. It's
As a whole, do you feel like this title match was underwhelming? Because I could name, you got Pat Stay Sharon, you got Pat Stay Diz, you got Poe Rich Diz. Like, those title matches were a lot more like energetic.
I don't think
there's a lot more riding on it, I feel like.
I actually agree
with
with that point.
all right. I don't think it was as good as those ones you named, but it was definitely better than Rone and Caustic.
Of
We agree
course,
with
of
that.
course,
I'm just saying that was the
of
last title
That
match,
was
right?
one of the worst ones.
All right, I'm just asking, right? Okay, so yeah.
I don't know.
What else you guys
What's
feel?
more important for like a title match then? Is it the opponent or is it like the better matchup? Because like in the big picture,
The better matchup comes with the opponent too, though. You know what I mean?
They come hand in hand.
Again, we just talked about this. Head Ice is the first black.
that's monumental for King of the Dot.
Exactly.
That's huge for King of the Dot. I agree, 1000%.
Let's go back to the first round now. So, who did you have win
Let's
the
talk
first
about
round?
it. You want to start with me? It's just your boy Mark Jam
Go
go.
ahead.
Mr. Shake the Building.
Mr. Shake the Building. I edged Head Ice in this first round, man.
I don't know how, but go ahead.
I edged. Do you?
It doesn't
I didn't say
matter.
it clear.
Go
but I
ahead.
did not say
No,
clear.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
He started. He was energetic. I think the crowd was kind of more receptive to Rone in the beginning, only because he was kind of rapping in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Rappity rapping?
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it?
That's not what Rone does?
It's not rappity rapping.
What's wrong
though.
with that?
It's good
It's not
multisyllabic rapping.
Chess was doing that against Ad.
It was a little grind
Advocate.
time-ish.
Exactly.
People like that shit.
Exactly.
URL.
Rone was a little grind time-ish in this battle.
Is that a problem? If he's on King of the Dot,
because
that's not a problem.
No, it's not. But that goes against Ice a little bit. Because I think like the crowd is more receptive to that.
So
That's part of the battle, though.
I always say in blogs, you gotta pick and choose how to apply criticism and go across it on both sides. So what did Head Ice say to make him win the round?
I just
in
like
the first.
Oh, man, I feel like what Rone said hurt him more than what Head Ice said to win the round. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. I do that in blogs too.
I put hands on head to make you heal something. Like I feel like that's a little pause worthy. I mean,
pause worthy, but how about Head Ice opening
don't-
up with the fake chain thing?
The Magnus shit was no good. The Magnus shit was no good. We had a Peter Griffin Family Guy line from Rone, people. Just put that in perspective. We're in 2017.
And they went crazy for that, did they not?
And
It's the way he
crowd
got to it though. It's the build up to that, the rappity rap, like you say, it's pretty good.
Man,
You know what I mean? It's not just always about the punchline. It's about how you get to the punch.
Head Ice, how you balled with Head Ice. The crowd cheers for that. Like, come on, this is what we're accepting as bars now. Like, and I'm a
it's
Rone
the
fan. Don't get
bro,
it twisted.
Listen, it's like we were saying earlier. Ice and Rone, it's both of their homes.
Yes.
So you can't really say that the crowd was catering more towards those type of bars. They like both of what they're saying.
I'll scare you so bad. I'll make you rob
I was just
you
about to
with me.
highlight that.
That's
Well,
the
what did he
shit
say
I
again?
like.
What did he say again?
I'll scare you so bad. I'll make you rob you with me.
I actually
That was
tweeted
fire. That was
fire.
crazy. That was crazy.
But then the Mr. Strange got picked by the robe for that? What robe? I mean, I can...
What about I'll put a dot on his head if he Indian? He said that. There's no minus points for that, right?
It's not a point system right now, but I'm just saying.
In your head, like if you're thinking of who takes a round, that's dot on his head if he Indian. Okay.
I have Ronan first.
He's right because if you're watching,
Nice.
listen, if you're watching like Aver versus Goods, you're gonna take points away for Goods saying the Bambi shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that's
a whole nother
topic.
thing.
Yeah. I'm just
thing.
saying, like he's going to my fault. He's going towards the whole, taking points off for certain things. Well, I mean, you can, like you said in your
I
mind,
feel
you
like-
can.
To kind of help your guys' point, I think Ice even admitted at the end of the first round he like either forgot something or slipped.
Oh,
up.
I was gonna get his.
Yeah.
Good thing you brought it up.
So, I
he
mean,
lost his placement compared.
He did, but he ended it good though. He ended it solid with the closer.
That's a slogan. That's a slogan.
Closers.
He ended it.
He knew he was messing up, so he ended it with the slogan.
Okay, but you
Which
say
I'm not-
that's a vet move. I've
That's
heard
a
you
vet-
say
yeah,
that.
that's a vet move.
I've heard you say that's a vet move.
I feel like his presence carried him though, throughout his presence completely. And I feel like it's more so it's awkward rapping any type of street or hard. I'm gonna do this to you against Head Ice. Head Ice looks at you like, really, and it takes away. It takes away from
sways
Rome.
you. It
Yeah,
sways you.
sways you.
It
You know what
does.
I mean,
Yeah.
Like Goods has that same exact effect, probably even more.
it's true.
Watch him versus T-Top.
Second round now.
man.
How you feel?
Second round was a little. There's a couple suspect lines in this round too. We could start off with Head Ice.
I'm gonna have to
He's-
agree with you now in the second round for Rome. You're going against Rome, correct?
Yeah, of course. Well, maybe not for this. Well, for this particular round, absolutely, definitely. Although Head Ice did start off with a Cool Runnings bar. You want to get into the Cool Runnings bar? That was round 2.
Yeah, Big K definitely said that. So I mean,
Yeah.
I probably
Was
influenced
it?
it.
Was
Yeah,
it a play
he
off
said
the
it a
Big
little
K
different,
Cool
but it
Runnings
was the
bar?
same.
It
thing.
was.
He said it like.
I don't think it was a
to
playoff.
use-
Watching it 3 times, I don't think it was a playoff. It's just him saying, something that Big K said. Kind of, I felt influenced it,
Yeah.
but it's not definitely a playoff or a sequel to what
Yeah.
Big K said at all. You know what I mean? So I didn't give that point. Bar
You're not taking away points.
No
No.
points.
Okay.
He had a good
General
state property
combo.
scheme,
Yeah, he did.
Philly scheme. I wanted to give you everything like the only child.
That was
That
crazy.
was hard. I'm
That was
surprised we
crazy.
haven't heard that one yet.
That was crazy.
That
I
was
felt
fire.
like Head Ice says some stuff that the crowd can't gravitate towards. You know what I mean? I like the fact when he said, "This has got no crowd reaction. Hold your head underwater deep enough to see when surf get back." No one said anything. I thought that was
he
fire.
kind of. I don't think he
crazy.
delivered it like clean enough, but yeah,
I thought
not
that was
enough reaction
fire.
at all.
So I thought Head Ice, he definitely elevated in the second round from the first. He
Yeah.
realized
It was hitting.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
he realized where he was going. I felt like he lost the first round, and then he came back in the second round a little stronger.
He ended a good. These Coke boys got more hits than Eminem 3 years in the music biz. That was hard.
Yeah, it was.
The Timberland Magoo shit, a lot of people didn't grasp that either.
Yeah.
K-Shine had a better bar, but we can. keep going.
It happens in battle rap.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just-
gonna get into that
messing.
too.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get into
This
that too in a
round,
different video.
this round was
Yeah.
way above his first
Alright,
round.
so-
Yeah.
Let me ask you. You said it didn't seem like Rone was motivated for this battle, right? Did it seem like Ice was?
He didn't. I mean, inspired, motivated.
You know what I mean?
like-
Did it seem like?
Of course. Of course.
Did that make the difference for you? And we're gonna
Energy?
talk
Yeah,
about
I just
who
felt
won
like
later.
I
but-
felt like Ice was more cool, calm, and collected on stage. Like, this is my shit. Like at the end of the second,
But Ice has
he
been
did
ready
a
for
slogan.
this
He
shit,
said,
too.
"King me" at the end of the second round. Like,
Like he wants to change.
He wanted to
yeah,
change.
like,
As opposed to
Ice
Rone
has
just
been one of them.
That's one.
You wanna
That's
talk about the
two,
ending to Rone's?
That's three. It's in your favor for Head Ice, yeah.
I mean, he ended.
King Me versus 1, 2.
He,
It's not how you
ended,
get
he
around.
ended with like
Yeah.
the valet, you're a waiter, there's shrimp on the tray shit, and then he ended the round though. In a championship match, like how do you at home writing your bars and that's the way you end it?
Okay, I'm gonna have to attack Rone here. You know what I mean? First of all, the
Go ahead,
Jordan meme, cringeworthy. His second round to me entirely was cringeworthy. Sweat more than and keep going. Like you said, we spoke off camera. You said it's more like a Pat Stay, but he didn't deliver it as well as Pat Stay.
Nah, not even
You know what I
close.
mean? I felt like he played around entirely this whole round. And then the gay angle. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Like, why would you even? I was hoping, I was praying to goodness that he didn't touch it, because you know he did on Twitter. He said, look at Head Ice hair doing this," and I think he made that YouTube video or whatever. It's like you can't do that when you were in a car with Pat Stay.
Acting like
Don't
you get-
even
no.
don't even touch that.
It's not something you should touch on. I agree.
He lost to the second round to me clearly.
He had a couple good. He had a couple good bars
but
here
not
and
enough
there.
at all. Not enough
piss
at all.
on ice just to let some steam off.
Cool.
Wow,
That was
there are
cool,
a
yeah.
lot of piss bars lately in battle rap. I'm trying to figure that one out too.
T-Rum and then pee on him, make him
Yeah,
the
there's
next president.
that's a whole different story. The drive-by scheme was kind of funny.
Yeah.
He'll do a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all right, but not nearly enough.
Head
Really
Ice
not.
clearly in the second.
Yeah,
So
we can
to me it's 1-1, but you have it.
I have it 2-0.
So you already have Head Ice winning.
I have Head Ice taking it. Yeah.
So the
Head
third-
Ice wins for me at this point.
Okay.
He already won the battle. He won
if,
the
if I'm
battle
a judge and you got to base it round for round,
Okay.
I have two for Head Ice at this point.
Third. So y'all in agreement that Rone won a third?
I have
How do
it.
you feel?
I edge Rone. It's
I'll say Rone won
preference. It's really preference.
It is a it is a
really
preference
is.
thing.
A couple of his angles just took it over the edge, over the top for me in this round.
I love Head Ice again. This is something that someone else already did and said it happens in battle rap. We're gonna address that entirely in a different video. The whole him flipping what Rone said against him. I mean, when Rone said Canada is this, Canada is that, and Head Ice said no. Well, guess what? Rone said that was big in terms of getting a decision for a chain. That's
Yeah.
big.
But guess what? The crowd was cheering like they were Head Ice's bars. That's what I'm not understanding. If you watch that back, that's
Yeah, they were kind of like starting to boom a little bit, like
Yeah.
get off Head Ice. People forget, you know. I mean,
There's
people
guys
don't-
going, oh, in the background when he's. I'm like, do you guys not watch
Battle rap?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is- but not everybody's been a fan as long. You know what I mean? You gotta respect the fans.
You got
so.
the new fans, but they're keeping the culture going too. So
I
you
thought
gotta
the
respect it.
grandmas, him flipping the grandma stuff, that
Fire.
own slogan, fire.
Of course he is. The only person to not know how much of a whore she is. That was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny as shit, and nobody took that angle yet. So I like that. That was creative, man. I like that a lot.
However, now let's go to the Rone's third round. And
Okay.
this is why, to me, I felt like he lost to the judge. So I'm not mad at the decision. Congratulations,
Who
Head
do you
Ice.
have? Who do you have taking this round?
I have Rone.
Okay.
I have Rone.
Let's talk about
I
Rone's
had Rone
round.
too.
Round
Yeah,
3.
yeah. I see why the judges pick who they pick, and congratulations, Head Ice. We can't take that away from you. You definitely won this battle. It's your chain. Nothing that I say or anybody in the media, any type of analyst or blog can say, oh, he's robbed, Rone got robbed. No, Head Ice is now our champion. Point blank period. They approved the judges, and that's it. However, I felt Rone won this round. I felt like, first of all, you had about 5 black judges. Well, I mean, just double check here. 1, 2, 3. About four. We got Marv 1. Let's say Cortez.
let's say
Cortez.
yeah,
He grown up
yeah.
with the struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bonnie. You know what I mean? Ness. And you're talking about poverty, poor, stuff like that from time to time. Looking at it objectively, I like the way you did it, but
I like that angle.
I didn't just say verbatim what he said. Self-imposed poverty decided what kid to feed? That's something you don't say. against with black judges on the line, and you approved those. You should have readjusted those judges if you knew you had that questionable material.
That's something you probably
period.
didn't think about, though, dude.
That's something you got to think
have
about
to
now
think
when you
about
want to
it.
remain a
You're right.
champion.
I'm saying 'cause that's a great point, but that's something he probably didn't think. Well, you think Cortez will like that beginning of the third round? Like, maybe he probably should have. That's right, he probably should have. If he knew going into it that they were going to pick the judges, you got to have
10,
material.
10 grand below the poverty line. You're saying stuff like, I love it, you know what I mean?
I liked
looking
it
at
too.
it, looking
I
at
liked
it
it too.
objectively, you
I
know what I
liked
mean?
it too.
I liked it too. And then, but I thought this was something that was very creative, you know what I mean? Saying Head Ice is old without actually saying he's old. The 6 different eras,
That era shit was
that
crazy.
was
That was
fire
dope.
to
That
me.
was dope.
That was, that's kind of what went around to me.
Should have
you know?
turned up like this every round. I don't feel like he did that. I just don't feel like he did
in
it
a
like
second.
that.
In a second.
Yeah.
In a second.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I have Rone. I have
So
Rone
let me
2-1.
ask you guys, what could have Ice have done to be Ronan the third?
I mean, I still thought it was close. I kind of like
Yeah,
the three,
you know what I
three
mean? I'm
Ks
just
and
asking.
different kind of clan member. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the clip hold 50, respect Ja rules, won't back down. I mean, we've heard that before too.
Yeah.
but I thought it was
That's
creative.
creative, yeah.
Didn't get caught as much.
It seemed to me what I say he can do. Well, I mean, he already won a chain. He definitely to the judges. He probably won this round, but I felt like him and Rone were cool. I'm looking back to the Head Ice versus Serious Jones.
Right.
His energy. I think Drake was there. Drake gave him a shout out, so his energy was elevated times
energy.
10.
That was the most
You know what I
energy
mean? I keep
remember
using
seeing
this.
from
This
him.
is one of my favorite bars of all time. The Desert Eagle will leave you, but the Hawk could be your stepbrother.
Now you know that I'm a pet lover. The Desert Eagle will leave you, but the Hawk could be a stepbrother.
Give that same intensity, those same type of bars to Rone. I don't care if you're in a King of Dot crowd. You know what I mean? But you said that in a King of Dot crowd versus Serious Jones, but you gave him a street feel. Give him the stronger street feel. Don't play with him. That's what I think.
Yeah, more energy. If you want to say Rome won, I'd say maybe more energy from Head Ice. Maybe could have given him more of an edge.
Okay.
To people that thought Rome won, but
Okay.
Do you guys want to talk about who deserves a shot at the chain next, or do you want to?
It's kind of confusing me. I actually had no clue.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
a disaster in Head Ice in the car, so that's kind of a friendly battle. That probably won't happen. I like Head Ice versus Sharon. I want Sharon or Pat Stay to be the champion. I just love the chain around their necks, but Sharon beating Head Ice.
what do you think about like a Head Ice against Big K on Massacre?
Again?
If it's in
A rematch?
yeah.
Wait, but Big K can't
Shit.
come. You got to win the chain and King of the Dot, correct?
Yeah.
So if Big K can't come.
Oh,
it
they're-
can't
What?
be a massacre.
It can't.
Yeah.
But was there ever a title shot
No,
massacre?
but
No.
it's the first time for everything.
And the fact that he can't cross the border, it's going to be
Yeah,
way too
you know
tough.
what I mean? You
way
gotta-
too tough.
but- win the King of the Dot chain, you
If
gotta
the
win the
fans
King of the
want it
Dot.
that bad, KOTD will do it in Boston or LA or something.
you got to give. I think
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's up to Organic.
Yeah.
It's up to
Just
God, it's up to
saying, just
Bishop.
saying.
It's up to Bishop. However they want to change the rules.
Yeah, I agree.
But I got Rone.
Head Ice.
Head Ice.
Run 2-1.
Ice.